Hello, and welcome, my lords, to a game called The Magnet. First night. What do I know about this game? Absolutely nothing, for you see, it's been on my computer for about 8 months. And so, I don't know anything, and that's how I like it. I like to go into a game completely blind, so I can get the full, candid experience of what to explore. And I gotta say, that, 3D movement thing was actually pretty nifty. Kind of curious what we got going on here. I'm gonna turn down the volume real quick. For me, because it's gonna be freaking loud in my ears, there is only on off. Well, that is all right, my lords. Let us play The Magnet. Are we playing like a sciencey game, or are we playing? I know it's a visual novel. That's about it. Click to any to advance the story. First night. Hello, dead mouse, I guess? The sweat on her brow is making the mask stick uncomfortably to Teddy's face. The mud underfoot swallows her feet so that each step is a chore and accompanied by a sucking sound. The empty windows from the towering buildings on either side stare down like giants waiting for the next meal. And dawn is approaching fast. Way too fast. Teddy knows that she'll have to find shelter soon, but every building for miles has been some kind of factory or warehouse. Well, fuck. Well, this video is now demonetized. Who am I kidding? I don't get to monetize my stuff. I'm tiny. That's fine, though. I don't care. I should keep... What do I do? Am I just talking to myself? Oh, so I actually am that person. This is not good. Teddy beats herself up for not leaving this city through a suburb. They can be harder to get around in, but the abandoned houses always have beds. So is this like a post-apocalyptic world or something? The only downside to the suburb is that she might run into the previous owner of the house, decomposing in the corner somewhere. Still, a bed is a bed. Teddy looks at the crumbling brick faces around her. This day will not be comfortable. There's no bed for her here. Wow, that was just like a very sassy stance. I did not think that was me at first. God damn it. This is not good. Not good at all. She knows that the horrors will be out soon, and once they are awake, she will be out of sight. Life has been hell since the horrors showed up. No one knows where they came from. They just turned up one morning and started murdering indiscriminately. That was several years ago. Since then, the world has gone to absolute shit. There is no safety anymore. No parents, no home. The only thing that Teddy can do is keep moving in the dark. Keep walking if she wants to stay alive. And Teddy intends to stay alive. She is safe for now in the dark. The horrors are completely blind to the blackness. She has seen enough of them to know their weakness, probably their only one. She looks up, the sky is getting a rosy tint off in the distance that worries her. So even though there are none of them around, she picks up the pace. Sorry that my rhythm's a bit off. I'm trying to predict the word to come, and I'm not doing a good job right now, but I promise you my reading will improve. It's only a 3rd grade right now. I'm not the grade. I read. I English. I can speak the language. Maybe she'll be able to move a bit by daylight, she thinks. Maybe this time it won't be that bad. Teddy pushes against the thought. She knows better than most that there is no way around them. That if you are spotted, they attack, and they do so ruthlessly. It is always bad. Teddy starts to run, making too much sound as she does so. The horrors may not be able to see in the dark, but they can certainly hear. And it is no longer all that dark. Her mind is spinning. She has to find somewhere, and soon. The approaching dawn scares her. She's almost sure that she'll have to sleep out in the open, something she hasn't done in ever. When she spots it, she turns a corner and stops dead in her tracks. She can see an open door leading into welcoming darkness within. It's just a little way off from where she's standing. Oh, thank God. Teddy runs double speed over to the door and ducks inside. Just as the first rays of daylight kiss the face of the building, her head is reeling. As she makes her way inside, the panic has her breathing heavy and her muscles aching. Teddy tries to steady herself, to take in her new surroundings. She didn't have a lot of time to survey the building from the outside, but now that she's inside, she realizes just how much of a dump this place is. Oh, God, no! Look at all the trash around the place! In a post-apocalyptic world, ow, no! I could have asked for so much better, I guess? I don't know. There's trash strewn everywhere, and dark mold has started moving up the walls. It seems to Teddy that this place might even have been abandoned before the world went to hell. But the worst offender is the stench, which was mercifully absent outside. It is nothing short of overpowering, combining something close to rotten eggs and yeast together in a mix that makes her eyes water. Mwah! Ah, sounds delicious! I would eat it. No, I can't sleep here. Teddy looks outside, where the light has really started to stream in. Illuminating the world in the cold light of early morning, she shakes her head. No, this will have to do. I don't really have a choice, there's evil monsters outside. I should look around, get to know my home for the day. Oh god, it's 3D movement. Can I move? Oh my god, it's not just a visual novel! Oh, look at me dancing around, look at me playing the game, just fucking walking with such conviction. Okay, so I can, like, explore. Oh, I like that, like, breakaway of the wall. That was a nice effect. Okay, game. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Teddy walks over to a shopping cart that has been haphazardly stashed in the corner of the room. Yet another thing that seems like it should belong in a place like this. Alright, let's see what we got here. I see a water bottle. Nothing answers her but dead silence. Not that she had expected any different. That was a weird, like, sound. Her own voice has become the only companion that she has anymore. The only sound she ever hears. She talks herself out of habit more than anything. As a way of breaking the constant silence that hangs over everything. They took everything when they arrived. Friends, family, home, everything. But after a while, when you've been on the run, you start to notice the little things they took. The things you didn't notice while grieving. The horrors took the sound, leaving the world cold and silent. There is no music, no laughter, just you, talking to yourself. Teddy bites the inside of her cheek painfully. Focus on what's in front of you. She finds discarded wrappers from candy bars, a blanket that has grown in nasty mold, and paint canisters filled with dried paint. She looks at the wrappers longingly. She used to love candy, anything sweet, really. She would beg her parents for it any time they... No! I can't think of that. They're dead. It's gone. It's over. Don't dwell on the past, Teddy! Teddy shakes her head. There's nothing for her down that train of thought. Stay in the moment. Teddy approaches the double doors leading beyond the first room with some trepidation. She doesn't know what is beyond this point, and not knowing scares her. Is she safe? Has she checked everything? Does she know where she is? She feels her belly rumble as if a beast had settled in there. Teddy closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and runs through the checklist in her head. It helps to keep organized, she tells herself. Come on, Teddy. You know this place. What was behind the other door? Wait, do I know this place? Nothing had led outside. The source of the smell. A mess beyond belief. Yeah, I went through the other door and there was nothing there. It was just like a total pigsty. Now that she thinks about it, she realizes that this was not where the smell was coming from. Still, it was messy as hell. Enough of that. Teddy squares her shoulders, trying to tame the beast that has taken lodging in her stomach. Whatever is beyond those doors can't be that bad, she tells herself. But it doesn't help. She hesitates. Is there something she's forgetting? What is it? What was it about that chair? There was a chair? I could click the chair? Did I have to actually look at everything? It never existed. Teddy looks around. Was there even a specific chair she was thinking of? She was sure that there was, but can't think of it now. Okay, just one more. She knows that she is stalling, but the list is calming her down. Like the beast in her belly, she is slowly being lulled to sleep. What was in the shopping cart? The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Candy wrappers and crap. Teddy's mouth waters as the thought of the candy that she missed out on. Even if those wrappers were several years older than her. Teddy turns around. Something was off about that list. She's not sure that she got everything just down right. Oh, so there's a chair that I didn't examine, I guess. Where would the... Okay, so I couldn't look at the couch. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why did I have to look at the chair? Was it important? Okay, so there was literally nothing important about the chair. It reminded her of home, much like the candy wrappers that we already read about. So I'm gonna skip this stuff. Oh, no, it's too much. It's too much. I skipped too much. Okay, well, here we are. The room is filled with all kinds of crap, ranging from old fridges to sporting logos of soft drinks to discarded furniture that has seen better days. Altogether, the place gives off the air of having been long abandoned. Well, isn't this nice? Her words echo through the hall and bounce back to her as though ghosts are mirroring her sentiment. Through the horrendous smell and the crap littered all over the place, Teddy has a hard time keeping her spirits up. Guess I better check this out as well. Teddy takes another step into the room without enthusiasm or much hope. So I guess this is like point and click the game, and I just have to like look at everything. So I'll let you guys. I'll cut to when something important happens. So I missed a thing where I could have taken food because I skipped over text because I was silly and pressed the button again. But I chose not to take food, so that comes into play. But this bed was also recently slept in. Teddy yawns and sounds apparently like feedback. Maybe tomorrow will be better. She might be able to get away from the industrial area and into something nicer. She really wishes that she had a bed or something. Something terrible happening right now? That is so loud. Oh my god. She continues sleeping on the bed in the stinky room, a name that she has given to the room with the red steel pillars, but that smell. It would be a lot of convincing to get her to sleep in there, even with the apartment at the ready. Teddy walks into the entrance hall. Maybe it's gone now. What can I do? Okay, it's better now. My god, that was just loud. Oh, sheesh. Props herself up against the wall and goes to sleep. Noon. Oh. Teddy bolts upright, suddenly wide awake. What was that? She never sleeps deeply anymore. That part of her life is over now. She's always alert, even in her sleep. She sits for a second, craning her neck, trying to figure out what woke her up, but nothing happens. Her eyes start to droop as she leans back against the wall once more when she hears it. It sounds like someone is walking outside, trying not to make a sound, the way a child might sound tiptoeing to their parents' bed at night. Teddy listens carefully. She knows that sound, but hopes that she's wrong in her suspicions. Check it out or go back to sleep. Well, you guys, I'm gonna call this an episode here, and we're gonna continue this in the... God, that is so fucking loud. I gotta figure out how to deal with that, too, before the next episode. Alright, my lord, so that was The Magnet, episode 1. We're gonna see another episode of that soon, when we're gonna figure out what is outside, my lords. If you like what you saw here, tell me by telling me in the comments. Let me know if you want to see more by hitting that like button, and... if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, become an official lord by subscribing, and again, I hope you guys enjoyed what we saw here today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.